Iron Man movie negotiations, TLC makes a morbid comeback, and some fabulous gossip coming up here on this week's Buzz Throwdown. Hello my darlings, this is Vivian Royale, your host for this week's Buzz Throwdown. Gavin and Arnold have apparently been arrested in connection to Chet's delightful death. Jenna, you're the part-time sleuth on this case. What news do you bring?
Well, it looks like the prints on the lighting fixtures are those of Gavin and Arnold Gray. But what's not clear is how they had access to the rafters. Apparently only certain people had car key access to it, and Gavin and Arnold don't have that kind of pull. Plus, they both hate heights. And manual labor. I say they're being framed. I'll bet my Action Comic issue #1 on it. Back to you, Vivian.
Well, the police wouldn't just make an arrest if they didn't have proof, Jenna. Again, you've proven to be utterly useless.
Just like your water bra, Vivian.
Hush, Jenna. Like you've even seen real-life breasts before. Mine are quite fabulous. As for this breaking news about Gavin and Arnold's arrest, cross your fingers for life in prison. Now onto this week's gossip buzz. Oh, Miley, you little show-it-all. It turns out that her 3 revealing new covers for V magazine were just the tip of the iceberg. In one of her latest centerfolds, the 20-year-old pop star posed for a series of shots exposing all but the bare minimum as she shows off her edgy new look. Guess she has to find some way to show off her assets. Jennifer Lawrence and ex-boyfriend Nicholas Hoult were seen cuddling during a romantic dinner date. We all thought that the duo had called it quits in January, but one of my sources confirms that they did seem to want their privacy. Perhaps they simply wanted to be friends before filming begins on X-Men Days of Future Past. But Jennifer, darling, they're exes for a reason. Do give Nicholas my number. My God, is it possible to go 1 week without hearing about how pathetically tragic Lindsay Lohan is? After all that's happened, you'd think that the former starlet would at least try to obey the judge's orders. After a recent stay at the Seafield Center in West Hampton Beach, New York, Lindsay was caught boarding a private jet to Newport Beach, California. And all for a bloody cigarette! Nicotine addiction or not, my freedom is worth more than a drag. By refusing to enter the rehab city in New York, Lindsay Lohan has violated her plea bargain. If the judge discovers this, he can throw her in jail for a period of 90 days. Throw the book at her! And a new publicist and stylist and a new manager. And, that's all for this week's Gossip Buzz. Now, with Arnold Gray quite abruptly taken into custody only hours ago, we'll skip the TV buzz this week, as I heard it was positively dismal. So we'll continue on with this week's comic book buzz with the ever-annoying Jenna Jones.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I miss Gavin. I gotta find out who's framing him so Vivian can go back to being the powerless wench she is.
Please, my power is infinite, much like your acne.
You know what, Vivian? Bite me. Okay guys, here's this week's comic book buzz. Marvel released a bitchin' movie poster variant image of the upcoming miniseries Infinity Issue 1. Man, if this is what Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy is going to look like, I'm going to have an incident in my Iron Man boxers. Too bad we have to wait till August for Infinity. Add it to your pull list. In other Marvel buzz, the X-Men of the future will be making an appearance in the upcoming Battle of Atom crossover event. The 10-issue crossover starts with the Battle of the Atom issue 1, then carries over into Uncanny, all-new Wolverine and the X-Men with the finale in Battle of the Atom 2. Marvel, you might want to calm down with the X-Men time-traveling stuff. It's giving me a headache. DC unveiled a new character, Lady Vic, who's said to be an assassin who's going to put the new Batwing to the test. I'm digging Vic's cool design, but can anyone say Katana clone? This is the 3rd revealed character from DC's source blog, What's New Edition. So far, they've also revealed Joker's daughter and Relic, the new Green Lantern baddie. I'm digging this segment. Keep it up, DC! And finally, longtime writer Ron Mars is returning to the Blade. Which Blade, that is. Marks left the series in 2010 and makes his return to the series with October's issue 170. Mars' new run on the book coincides with Darkness writer David Hines' plan to destroy the Darkness wielder Jackie Escato, which will lead to the end of the Darkness as a comic. Man, shit's going down over at Top Cow. Hey, that's what I should call Vivian if her reign of terror continues. This is Jenna Jones, and I'll catch you guys next week, right here on Buzz Throwdown.
Jenna, I will deal with you later. Now for this week's gaming with the ever-so-colourful and overly hyper Blytz.
Viv, the producer said you had to be nice to me. All that crap that came out of your mouth was total and utter shade you were throwing.
That's as nice as I'm going to get. Get over it and report whatever it is your sexually deprived people want to hear. I'm coming down off my painkillers, so there's no telling how long I can hold on to my niceness.
That's niceness? Hard to see when you're being such a bitch! Anyway, hello my fellow gamers and gamettes, here's this week's gaming buzz. Activision has finally announced Call of Duty Ghosts. Set for release on November 5th, Ghosts comes from original Call of Duty studio Infinity Ward and will hit Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC in addition to being available for next-generation platforms. Who wants to play with me when this game comes out?
Will there be any topless action?
Sorry, sweetie, I doubt it. But come over anyway. We'll drink and kill all the noobs. Next up, Rockstar Games launched 3 trailers for Grand Theft Auto 5. Each of these teasers revolves around the game's playable protagonists, and each video has a bunch of rad defenses and Easter eggs. Check it out! Square Enix has revealed that Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn will launch this summer. A Realm Reborn marks the relaunch of the MMO, adding a new map system, new client software, and more. Let's hope this release of Final Fantasy doesn't put me to sleep that the last 1,000 releases did. And finally, Marvel released a new trailer for LEGO Marvel Superheroes video game. So cute! But what's not cute? The big bad who's said to be the main baddie for this game. No spoilers here, so you gotta watch it on Marvel's YouTube channel. I love these LEGO games. Definitely gotta be pre-ordering this. Anyway, that's all the gaming buzz I have for this week. This is Blytz, and I'll catch you guys next week on Buzz Throwdown.
Is it done yet? My ears were beginning to bleed. Ah, yes. Much better. The sound of a cat being shoved into a garbage disposal has a more comforting sound than Blitz's voice.
Keep it up, Royale, 'cause I'll get you. And when I do, it's gonna be a blitz!
Yes, we get it. You can pun your name. Congratulations. Now go choke on a bag of Skittles. Up next, the brains behind this week's tech buzz, Bethel Blackwood. Bethel, what does your shirt say?
It's my Bethel for Host shirt, since Gavin isn't coming back because, well, let's face it, the evidence against him is pretty damning. The show's gonna need a replacement, so I'm campaigning. You'll put in a good word for me, right, Vivian?
Were you talking to me? I lost interest about 10 seconds ago.
Thank God you're pretty. Now, on to this week's tech buzz. So, there was a severe lack of tech buzz this week. So instead of reporting on that, this week I'm going to do a brand new segment called Bethel Smash, where I get all irate and things that piss me off in tech. Today I want to focus my rage towards Facebook chat heads, and more specifically the new Facebook Messenger app on Android. I was just minding my own business when I got a new message from a friend on Facebook, look at my phone and see a chat head. First thing I thought was, what the fuck? What the hell is this shit on my phone? I did not install Facebook Home. Why is this shit on my screen? I didn't ask for chat heads to take over my screen, and the worst part of it is after you click on a chat head, read the message and close it, the chat head stays on your screen. As if it's not bad enough that chat heads exist, but they don't go away unless I drag them off the screen. Screw that! When I read the message, that stupid chat head should go away by itself. Thank God Facebook wasn't totally stupid and you can go into the settings and turn chat heads off. But if they ever decided they want to force me to use chat heads, I'm going to uninstall that shit. People can reach me on a real messenger service like Google Talk. Now I hear the developers of Paranoid Android are incorporating chat heads into their SMS app. Why? Why? That is all my angry rants for today, folks. I'll see you next week for some more tech buzz right here on Buzz Throwdown.
I do love surprises. I just received this lovely orchid hairpiece. It really is quite stunning.
It's so pretty, Vivian. Who's it from?
No idea, Aria. The card said it was from a secret admirer. How very mysterious. And I do adore a mystery. Okay, now go on. You have a music buzz segment, right? I want to read this card again. Even the handwriting is mysterious.
Ugh, you girls are so girly. Please, no one's buying your I'm just one of the boys act, Blit. You're so transparent. It's almost depressing. Well, you would know about depressing, since your last solo album take more than this season of American Idol. Just saying. That's it. My mission is to get you off this show. Good luck with that, you demented munchkin. I test well with the audiences. I'm a sure thing. Ha! I know it was written on the bathroom walls here. By me. Hey guys, here's this week's music buzz. will.i.am will be producing Britney Spears' next album. It makes total sense that this was to happen. After scoring huge numbers with their collab of Scream and Shout, will.i.am wants to take Spears to the next level. TLC is back! Sorta. Surviving members T-Boz and Chili will be going on tour to support their upcoming album, in conjunction with the soon-to-be-released VH1 biopic. But what about the Ellen TLC? The ladies say that they will have a digital composite of my favorite member of the group, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, which will dance along TNC. Kinda creepy if you ask me, but hey, it definitely would be a cool show to watch. Speaking of TLC, they were just added to the ever-growing Mixtape Festival, which is set for July 26th and 27th. Other acts include New Kids on the Block, the Jonas Brothers, Boyz II Men, Train, One Republic, and more. Tickets go on sale on May 10th. Well, that's all the music buzz I have this week. This is Aria, and I'll see you next week on Buzz Throwdown. Bye!
It's like I'm being punished for being too fabulous. First I have to listen to that ignoramus neon-coloured Amazon, and now that tiny glow-in-the-dark Polly Pocket knockoff. When I take over the show, I will be head bitch around here.
Not so fast, Vivian. I'm the head bitch around here. And lay off the girls. They're really sweet once you get to know them.
I'd rather have a full body wax from Edward Scissorhands. Now here's this week's movie buzz with the easily distracted Sebastian Masters.
Red Hot Melissa McCarthy is back on the road again in the just-announced Tammy. McCarthy plays a woman who loses her job and leaves her cheating husband, then heads out on the road with her hard-drinking grandmother, played by Susan Sarandon. McCarthy is co-directing, co-writing, and co-producing with her real-life husband, Ben Falcon. You go, girl! Get this, Tammy's coming out July 2nd, 2014, up against Maleficent, starring Angelina Jolie from Disney, and Sex Tape with Jason Segel and Cameron Diaz. They've already planned our July 4th weekend for next year, and I'm still trying to plan my Cinco de Mayo party for this weekend. While on The Daily Show, Robert Downey Jr. addressed his future as Tony Stark in the blockbuster Marvel franchise. With a wink, he said, "I had a long contract with them, and now we're going to renegotiate." Iron Man 3 hits theaters stateside this week, following a huge opening in the foreign box office. The film raked in $195 million internationally and kicks the summer season off with plenty of heat. You know they're going to want to do an Iron Man 4 after that kind of an opening, and don't forget, the Avengers needs Tony Stark in it as well. Someone's going to pay, and my guess will be it's Marvel. Every fanboy's dream date, Carrie Fisher says she's getting back into shape for her return of her most famous role of Princess Leia. While Disney has yet to officially confirm her casting, they are sending a trainer to her house so she can get back into shape. Is Disney hoping that the 56-year-old Fisher will be up to wearing that iconic slave girl metal bikini? Fisher offers up no clues and says anything seems possible. Fisher inspired me to get into shape too. It's my goal to be Superman this year for Halloween. Wish me luck. This is Sebastian Masters, and I'll be seeing you next week with more movie buzz right here on Buzz Throwdown.
Well, that's our show this week.
You guys gotta see this. I just hacked into the police station security cameras, and look what I pulled. I think I found my new desktop wallpaper.
That's so bloody brilliant, Bethel. You must send me that. It may find its way on TMZ or PerezHilton.com.
Guys?
What, Jenna? I'm trying to end the show.
Easy there, Screech. I've got some breaking news. Gavin and Arnold were released. Yup, apparently Chet's body is missing. No body, no case.
What the bloody hell is going on? Is Chet dead or not?
Yeah, we saw him all splattered and covered in grossness.
Things just even got crazier. Chet's autopsy, gone. All records of it were completely wiped. Sounds like this case just hit X-Files status. I promise you this, viewers. Next week, I will reveal what happened to Chet. Count on it.
Hey, Jenner, I totally want to help you with this case. Mind if I lend a hand? I mean, if Chet's not dead, then I guess I may be out of a job. Fuck yeah! Don't you have a witch to clean up under a house?
Sure, Blytz. This is going to be so cool. Totally like the X-Files. Back to you, Vile Vivian.
Oh, for Fendy's sake. That means Gavin's back next week. Bloody hell. Well, there goes my exclusive contract. This is Vivian Royale, and join me, and Gavin too, next week on Buzz Throwdown.